Hey guys, it's Jake and Sarah Salyer here with Hearth Homes Realty and Hearth Custom Homes. Today
we're talking about real estate and taxes.
We've got another episode of At Our Kitchen Table, and we are talking about real estate
and taxes
and money.
And money.
Money. Money, money, money. And we want to kick that off with telling you that we are not accountants. We know from past and personal experience with previous clients and ourselves.
And ourselves going through things. Buying and selling a lot of transactions.
Yeah, we can start there and say that capital gains, if it's been your primary residence for 2 years, you do not have to pay capital gains on that unless you profit more than $250,000. And so we've got a client that's getting ready to put his house on the market. We know it's going to sell quickly. We also know he's not going to have a house to move into, most likely because the market is so scarce. So he's going to wait a little bit, probably get an apartment until we can find the perfect fit for him. And he's asking, what do I do with that money? Where's it going to sit? Where's it going to go? Am I going to be taxed on it? Should he do a 1031 exchange? My answer is no. He's been in that house for 3 years, so he doesn't have capital gains. A 1031 exchange is a limited time account, right? You've only got a certain amount of time that money can sit in there before it needs to be rolled out. So you need to have a plan for where that money is going. So in his instance, no, just set it in your savings account. We'll wait until the right property comes.
Another question that I have personally experienced with when, let's say you sell a mom and dad's home who are no longer living and you sell that home and then the proceeds are basically considered inheritance to kids. They're divided up amongst kids. Am I taxed on my inheritance from the sale of a property? You are not. So that is a huge thing that a lot of people get worried about. You're not taxed on inheritance money. It's technically considered like gift or tithing or something like that. So that's another big question we get asked a lot when we're selling homes for, that are maybe a probate situation or something like that. Another thing that we get asked a lot and really right now is a lot of people are working from home. And so what that's meant is they've converted a bedroom into an office. And so we know from our experience, because we do consider working from home, a portion of that, your home, there's a certain square footage amount that you can write off as a home office. So that is something to definitely bring up with your CPA. That is going to be a new thing for people this year because a lot of people started working from home last year.
If we were talking money too, and she just said CPA, have one.
Yes.
You need one. I don't care if you have worked the same job, W-2 job for X amount of time. An accountant will make the difference in your tax return.
Well, and they're going to be able, for questions like these that have come up, or you can ask them, is there anything different I can do to prepare for next year? That would maybe change things that I could save here or other things. So CPAs are a really great, another benefit that you can use. Sometimes the free resource, obviously you're paying them to do your taxes, but when you're sitting there for an hour or 2 hours, depending on how long it takes you, those things come up and they're always willing to talk to you, with you about those things. Going back to converting things, we always get a question about, well, should we convert our garage into another room? It's such a catch-22. Me personally, no, because a garage is always going to be more benefit, but I know that some people are busting at the seams and maybe they don't have a bedroom to convert to an office, which is another thing we're looking at. Okay, so then we need to convert garage into office, which is fine, but when is it considered a part of the house? It has to be HVAC'd to be considered part of your square footage in your home. So that is a lot of things. Oh, well, it'll add square footage. You have to get heating and cooling in that. So that's the only way. If you have an appraiser come in, that has to be a part of it. So, but yes, that could still be considered if you do that. You can consider that in a tax write-off as a home office. But it has to be HVAC. So that's just another big question we've come into a lot. As far as garages go.
What you can write off for taxes when you've got a portion of your closing cost.
Which it cannot be. Your closing costs are not a
write-off.
for any form of taxes. Another question we get as far as writing off that money that you have spent is remodeling. Well, I just remodeled my home last year, and can we, the money I spent on that, is that a write-off? It's not. We sadly learned that it's not. Not that we were expecting, that it was a hope, we thought, well, maybe that would be something. It's not. Any upgrades that you do to your home or remodel or anything, those are not tax write-offs. So that kind of goes along with the converting bedrooms and things like that. Closing costs are not a tax write-off either. We hope that covers most of a fair portion. As always, we are not licensed CPAs or tax professionals. These are all just scenarios that we've seen clients go through, us personally have gone through. So we're always going to say seek advice of a professional tax preparer, accountant, CPA.
And have an accountant that literally Sarah will email our accountant.
Throughout the year, several times.
Yeah, we'll get a response back within the hour. It's phenomenal. So have an accountant that you've got that relationship with, not to plug her, but that's Gardner's Tax Service at 61st and Garnett-ish area. And we use Monica. She's fantastic. But our business, if we haven't pounded that home, is always about a relationship, right? We should be able to text whoever we're working with, and you should too. So whether that be your accountant, your agent, your lender, anybody that you need answers from, and get a timely response. So have those people in your back pocket. We hope this has been
helpful,
knowledgeable, educational, I guess was the term I was looking for. Kindful,
grateful, sweetful.
If you guys need anything else, please let us know. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever we can do for you, other topics you'd like us to cover. And this is another episode of At Our Kitchen Table with Hearth Home. So you guys have a great day.